Hey guys, so as you all know, today is May 4th. May the 4th be with you, or National Star Wars Day. So, I had three options to do today. One, I could do a video on Star Wars Battlefront 1. Two, I could upload maybe a second part to Star Wars Battlefront 2. Or three, I could review the Star Wars Battlefront series in general. I decided to do three. So, here is my opinion in the Star Wars Battlefront series. This is only includes Star Wars Battlefront and Star Wars Battlefront 2. So, here we go. Insert first game. So for me, Star Wars Battlefront was, I played it a lot, years ago. With Infominer. We would always play it together. We would always play AT-AT Assault. That is my favorite. That is the main reason why I personally think that Star Wars Battlefront 1 is a good game because of AT-AT Assault. It was just so cool that you could be either Empire or either the Rebels. You can either defend the AT-ATs or try to destroy them. At this time, Star Wars didn't really have any that good of games besides maybe the Lego games and the Force Unleashed games. But this Star Wars Battlefront, EA, I their games I haven't really played that many EA games, but for what I've seen, they should stick to sports. Star Wars Battlefront is a good game, but we'll get to Battlefront 2 in a minute. But Star Wars Battlefront, it's just in my opinion, it's so cool to like play as either like the stormtroopers or like the people that work with the rebels, and you could just run around like Endor, Tatooine, and my main goal every time I played this was to get a hero token so that I could either be like Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Leia, or if I was in the Empire, I could be like Darth Vader, which was mainly if I got a hero token, I would be Darth Vader. And it was so cool to be like the most feared person in the galaxy, just being Darth Vader. And I think the reason that this game is better than the second is because this one doesn't have a campaign, which I'll get to later. Anyway, so um, the it's a good game. If you guys have it, or if you don't have it, you should definitely play it. If you do have it and you just haven't played it in a while, revisit it. It's a good game. And yeah. If I had to give it a rating, I would probably rate it I would say maybe 8, 9 out of 10. It's a good game. Usually, it's on the PlayStation Hits, so it's either $20 or usually in their discounts thing on. This is on PlayStation. I don't know about Xbox One or PC, but on PS4, in a lot of deals or discounts, Star Wars Battlefront is on there for like $8 or $9, $10. So it's a good deal. If you guys see Star Wars Battlefront on the PS Store or at like GameStop or wherever, Walmart, check it out because it's a good game. So Star Wars Battlefront 2. Before I get into talking about this game, there's something that you should probably know about me. This is completely my opinion. If you disagree, you disagree. But my opinion is Disney ruined Star Wars. Okay, yeah. So I do not like the new Star Wars movies. When I saw the what is it? I don't know, Last Jedi or Rise of the Fallen Skywalker or whatever it's called, the new Star Wars movie coming out this year. I saw the trailer and I got excited. Not because I can't wait to see the movie, because I was happy that the Disney trilogy was going to be ending. I think Disney ruined Star Wars because the movies are just, I don't know, they're not the same. Um, what, okay, this is my thing. If you're gonna make a new Star Wars thing, the main reason I have with this game is that it has a campaign, what you're seeing on your screen right now. The campaign is, spoilers by the way, Iden Versio is working with like the Empire, and then they realize that they're doing wrong stuff, and so they join the rebellion. And it's weird, but the main reason I have with this game campaign is that anything with a Star Wars movie, the main thing I have with Star Wars, now, I love Star Wars, but this is like my one thing that I don't really like about Star Wars. It jumps around in its own timeline. Like, if we think about the original trilogy. Okay, it made sense because there wasn't any movies besides that. But then the prequels came along, and they were obviously titled the prequel trilogies. So we knew that this took place like before stuff. It was about Anakin Skywalker, about Darth Vader. And then Disney came along, and we went back to after New Hope. And then Rogue One came along. We went in between A New Hope and Revenge of the Sith. And then I don't even remember where Solo's from. I know obviously before A New Hope, but I don't know when that's from. So I just think that Star Wars is like confusing in its own timeline. And then when Star Wars Battlefront 2 came along, it like crammed itself in between the Disney trilogy and um uh Return of the Jedi, which, by the way, obviously everyone knows is the best Star Wars movie. Fight me in the comments below if you don't agree. Anyway, I think Return of the Jedi ended off that trilogy, the original trilogy. Came along, had to add to it. It messed up the old trilogy because it was. We don't need to know how Luke got on the island. We don't need to know that Han Solo has an ugly beard. We and like some of the scenes don't really make sense either. Like, so there's this one scene where Iden Versio wants to join the rebels, the rebellion or whatever. And Lando just says he's a big believer in second chances. Iden Versio has attacked, killed people on, like, a lot of people that Lando knows. And he says he's a big believer in second chances. Any sane person, also known as in this game, not Lando, would just shoot Iden Versio on sight. If that person killed a bunch of their troops, they would shoot her on sight. But Lando doesn't do that. He's a big believer in second chances, he says. The only really okay thing about this game, in my opinion, is I think AT-AT Assault's back. There's a couple other game modes too that are pretty good. I play some of them with Owen at sometimes, but anyway. I just don't really like this game that much. I do actually like that whenever you're playing like the online games or whatever, you can like put like the people in different the people like the characters in different outfits. Like you can make Luke in his Hoth outfit or in his Return of the Jedi outfit, or I think that is probably one of the only redeeming qualities of this game. I don't really like this game that well, mainly because it has a campaign. I don't like it because it's got a campaign. But anyway, yeah, um, that's in my okay. I would. I have to give this a rating now. I don't know, 3 out of 10. Don't buy it if you don't want to. Final opinion is Star Wars Battlefront, the series, isn't the best. The first game is obviously way better than the second one. If you had to pick between one or the other, I would definitely pick the second one. But if you are in for a if you like the weird timeline confusion in Star Wars, this one is definitely the one for you. It does explain when this takes place, because in the beginning, the second Death Star gets blown up. But anyway, that's my opinion. Final opinion. EA should have sticked with sports. That's my opinion. May the 4th with you. If you guys disagree, let me know in the comments down below. Bye!